it can be really lonely getting fit on your own. That's why finding a really solid community and kind of finding your fitness tribe is really important. Let's delve into it.
Witness the Fitness Podcast. Discussions and ramblings of everything fitness, health, and nutrition. Let's go!
So you've kind of sat down, you've had a deep word with yourself, and you want to start the journey to a fitter and healthier you. But I'll guarantee now, from a kind of personal perspective, and the people that I've helped over years and years and years, it is and can be a really lonely road. And kind of like, you're going to, let's say you commence on this journey, you're going to learn so much about yourselves, when you push towards personal goals. But when you do this, that kind of journey doesn't have to be a solo expedition, right? That's where your fitness family comes in. And if I'm honest, you will get better results. You'll get more accountability if you kind of, look for a fitness family. So in today's podcast, I'm gonna delve in and I'm gonna convince you why you should go out there and look for a fitness family overall. The community at the studio is testament. Everyone's just training there to become fitter and healthier, but there is so much more to it than that. There's a kind of community bound with sweat and determination. We're all turning up for this kind of commonality that stretches way beyond the kind of gym. I've forged so many close friendships and kind of relationships, for want of a better word, just by the people that I kind of work with and just by the kind of commonality of trying to get fitter and healthier in all its kind of forms and shapes. So I'm going to go through the kind of main reasons why everybody needs a fitness family. Everyone, including you, the listener, you need a community of fitness-based, positive, supportive people around you to help you kind of go further in your health and fitness journey. So the first point is there is strength in numbers. You'll have heard that before. There is strength in numbers. The unity, the fitness family, the more people there is surrounding you, and it needs to be a positive family. You can walk into some areas of life and it's, the people don't want the best for themselves. And if they don't want the best for themselves, they probably don't want the best for you. I'm not talking about them people. I'm talking about finding people that are striving for more, that want the kind of best out of life, want optimal kind of progression and purpose. They're the kind of people that you want to meet. It's about a collective of kind of people that want to be motivated, want higher energy. They want that kind of accountability within themselves, and you can then build into that. You can take from that and you can add to that. So when you're surrounded with like-minded people that are striving towards similar goals as you, honestly, you're going to draw strength from one another. If we take the High Rocks events that we do, when you're doing that alone, it's really tough. When you're surrounded and training regularly with people that are also doing the event, wow, each other's determination is going to kind of build onto one another's. There's a shared pursuit of kind of excellence that you're going to kind of, when you're suffering from a motivation loss, I will guarantee your partner that is on this similar trajectory is going to throw some motivation your way, and vice versa. You'll do it to them when they're suffering low motivation. There is strength in numbers, and then when you've got more and more people doing that, they're all singing off the same hymn sheet. Strength in numbers. You're going to get so much more kind of benefit from that community, that shared sense of kind of pursuit of health, of fitness, of just being better, being stronger, whatever that may mean, will create a shared sense of unity that will push and drive you to do more, and you're going to achieve your goals a lot easier with a really positive tribe overall. It will push you beyond your limits. That I reckon that if you was on your own, if you was on your own and doing this solo, you may not have even did kind of try. But when you're with the kind of this support group, you start muttering things like, yeah, maybe I can do that, because you take the positivity and the motivation and the kind of support and the guidance and the accountability from that community overall, and it will help keep you on track of your goals. So reason number one is the reason why you should get a tribe, a fitness family, a community, is there is strength in numbers. Now, the second kind of major reason I've already touched on, and it is about accountability. And you're going to get this from a really positive kind of fitness family. There'll be loads of times that when you're doing things solo, that you will give yourself an easier route out. Answer me this, right? You've signed up to the gym. Let's say, you're going to go have a workout. How many times have you talked yourself out of going to the gym or skipping a workout? How many times? It's quite a lot, isn't it? It's more than, I bet it's more times than you would like to admit to. Guarantee it. But when you're surrounded with like-minded people, or whether you're hiring, let's just go a personal trainer, someone that's really on your side. You find the right trainer that's pushing you on. You got the right community around you. I will guarantee the days where you talk yourself out of going become rarer. Don't mean they're not going to happen, but they'll become rarer. And the moment you do have them where you don't turn up, you're going to get the fitness family kind of going, well, where were you the other night? We missed you. Accountability. It's really important. Now, when you've got someone kind of going, oh, where were you? Or better still, like, you want to turn up because of you're doing this together, you're more likely going to get to your goals. Having that accountability, having like an accountability partner, team, trainer that generally cares about your progress, that wants you to achieve the things that you said you wanted to achieve, is a massive plus and a massive kind of push to your overall consistency. They're going to remind you, and I'll remind you right now, that your goals matter. Right? Whatever you set out to achieve with your health and fitness, that matters. You've spoken about those goals and wanting to achieve those goals because you generally care about them, and you understand that more likely than not, your life would be better achieving them, or at least working and progressing towards them. And therefore showing up matters. Even on the days that's really tough. Even on the days where I can't be arsed. Don't care, it's important, showing up matters, let's do it. And when you've got accountability partners, whether it be a trainer, fitness fam, tribe, whatever it may be, those days where you just sack it off become rarer, and that in itself is a huge plus. One thing people struggle with that I find, or they can do, is celebrating progress and celebrating success, because they may look at it like they're over-egging it or they're rubbing their ego, and you need to get into the habit of celebrating every little success you have and marking progressive points. Now, when you've got a community, when you have a support network that truly does have your best interests at heart, and they want to remind you that your goals matter, like we've already said, you will start celebrating victories together. And there's no better feeling than sharing success. There's a lot of people in the world that are selfish when it comes to success. But in my opinion, in my experience, kind of success shared is really fulfilling. It's really uplifting overall. Let's go strength. I've deadlifted a big heavyweight before on my own, and I felt like, yes, really good. Massive plus PB. When someone's been sharing that journey, or been around in the studio when I've attempted to do lifts and succeeded, they'll really advance my positive feeling just by congratulating me. It feels even better. And then there's a flip side to that. Let's say I do fail, I don't pick it up. I won't necessarily beat myself up as hard, because I'll have this person there going, oh man, you were so close to lifting that. Next time I reckon you've got that. Just that celebrating wins and just sharing the journey together, no matter how small, just kind of being each other's cheerleaders and just kind of raising the flag each time you've done something well, or raising the flag that next time you'll have that, really reinforces like accomplishment and reinforces your effort, and it will help push and motivate each other. You're going to do that. Like, imagine if you've got an accountability partner where you do that positively to one another. Guarantee you're going to be progressing so much better just by celebrating and having that positive person and that positive team around you. You're going to start attempting things and achieving things way beyond what you thought was unmanageable at the start. Massive plus for me, just kind of sharing that journey and celebrating each other's wins. And like I said, the times where you're not successful and that community's there kind of propping you up, supporting you, there's a big emphasis on empathy and understanding, and, for want of a better word, like grounding you. They will be a lot more balanced. Hopefully, if you don't want someone that just rubs your ego. You want someone that's balanced. They'll tell you when you can do better, and they mean it, and they'll tell you when you're being harsh to yourself and you need to be kinder on yourself. A positive group of people and a positive connection and an accountability partner, all right? It's not about just being nice to one another. It's not. There's times where I tell my clients where, you're beating yourself up. You're being way too harsh on yourself. Be a bit kinder to yourself. You've been doing amazing. On the flip side, there's times where I've been like, for want of a better word, I'll just call myself like dad mode, where I'm like, that weren't good enough. You can definitely do better. Let's reassess and go at it again. You've got more in the tank. I want it. That kind of balanced approach to it's not all peaches and cream. That empathy and understanding, and again, they've got your best interests at heart. And the beauty of it is, when, let's say I'm training someone and they're using me as a PT, as an accountability aid, and they're on a strength training journey. I've been on strength training journeys myself. I've lifted weights, and I've done it over long periods of time with the emphasis of kind of trying to maximize the benefit out of, we'll just say, weightlifting. So, with a lot of the clients that I train, I understand the struggles that they face. I understand what it's going to take for them to achieve what they set out to achieve. Let's talk about the kind of the sore muscles, the aches and the pains, the mental hurdles, the kind of mental blocks where I'm like, I can't lift that. But deep down, you're kind of like, maybe I could, but right now I've got this mental block. Or the occasional setback, the wear and tear, the injuries that none of us does want. I've experienced these as well. These struggles I've experienced as well, and it's really helpful when you've got people that are on a level of empathy, have been there, done that, spoke about it, understand the feelings, and when you share these challenges together and you're met with empathy and an unbiased kind of balanced approach where, the advice comes from first hand, it's invaluable. But you need to be on that level of relationship where you create a space between you and your accountability partner, or you and your group, where you can discuss and be really, for want of a better word, real with one another around people that truly get it. And like I say, it goes back to, it's not just about pandering one another and just being nice to one another, going, oh, you're doing amazing no matter what, and you're amazing. That's part of it. But there's also times where that accountability and that empathy knows when to kind of, we'll say, kind of fire a rocket off when we need to. When I need a rocket, we'll give a rocket. When I need a nice cushioned approach, then we'll have that cushioned approach. And there's a balance in that, and I think you can truly get it when you surround yourself with people that are in or on similar journeys with you, or have experience around the thing that you want development in. And like I've already alluded to, the relationships I've built within the gym, around my business, around fitness, around health, are more than just what happens in the gym and what happens at the studio, right? I have some truly special bonds with some of my PT clients and some of my kind of fitness family and my members. I have built relationships with these people that have lasted years. I see them multiple times a week regularly, and we share life events, we share ups and downs, we help build each other up, we help support one another, we help redirect, we help give advice, right? A solid fitness family is not confined to the gym. I've had relationships outside of the gym with a lot of the people. You know, we do external events, we have nights out, we share birthdays, you know, where you go out and we have these socials. It spills into everyday life. I have got friendships that I have forged out of the studio that go way beyond fitness related conversations. Right? I speak about a lot more than just fitness to them. Obviously, it's one of the main things that binds us, but as you build these connections and as you build these kind of bonds, it's just going to open out into all areas of your life. And that's when that happens, I'll guarantee you will progress so much more with your health and fitness goals, and your life as a whole will progress better for it. I've made some truly special relationships with people that I've connected with from fitness in all aspects. You know, different jobs that I've done, different kind of training I've done, different events that I've done, the people that I've met. You start to, you know, and from, you know, let me instead of the perspective of me, let me put it in perspective that of, you know, maybe you coming into one of the fitness classes at the studio. This is what's going to happen, because this is really regular. You come in, you smile, you say hello. First couple of sessions, first couple of weeks, that's where it starts. And then you start having that familiar face within the workout. And before you know it, these people become a massive part of your everyday life. It no longer is you come and go, smile, how are you doing, you all right? It will progress at some point where you're having full-on chats, and then all of a sudden you're arranging meals out, a coffee, a party, a wedding, a holiday. You know, those people that for the first couple of sessions or first couple of weeks, it started off with just a smile and hello, builds into a bond and relationships which could literally enhance your life in so many ways and just kind of bleed into your everyday life in a really positive way. One of the things that I also rely on, and it is a reliance, you know, people rely on me as much as I rely on them in this fitness family. When you start looking at, well, if I look at my group, what I would consider my fitness family, it comprises, that's the word, comprises of people from like so many different backgrounds, right? Just so many different ages, so many different fitness levels, different likes, dislikes, different kind of employment jobs, different skills. And there's sometimes when I look at my kind of fitness family and I'd go, there is no other place on this earth where this group of people would meet and bond other than where the studio is right now. That kind of, the diversity of it is amazing, and what bonds it is the kind of pursuit of health and fitness. That diversity from it is going to spring so much inspiration that you're going to tap into. It's unbelievable. So people that inspire me daily from my fitness family. I've got people within my fitness family of, we'll just say that are in their 60s and 70s. and are super fit, super healthy, super strong. It is inspiring to me because I know their story because I've connected with them. They have had a lifestyle, a life of activity and exercise. And it's encouraging and inspiring to me to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm a fit and healthy person. I know that. And I'll always train. I will. But it's even more inspiring to do it and keep doing it when I see examples within my fitness family of people that have done it and they're reaping their rewards into their 60s and 70s. Amazing. I've got people that have overcome tragedy, if I'm honest. So they've had some, which we all do at some point in your life. That's one thing guaranteed in this life, that it's going to punch you in the face hard. But seeing them overcome adversity, loss of close loved ones, and they've used exercise as an outlet and a means to kind of deal with their sadness, their trauma, their loss. They come into the studio, they're surrounded by positive people that want the best for them. They then exercise, which helps them deal with their adversity, and they overcome it through that means. It's inspiring seeing people do that. And I've seen people that have not trained at all for the majority of their life. They've never really exercised. And then they come to me in the studio and they're into their early 50s, having never trained ever in their life. And them just kind of go, I'm starting from now, and from this point onwards, I'm a fit and healthy person. I'll go hell or high water to turn myself into that and make that my reality. They've never trained ever. And then bam, from today onwards, I'm on it. And they stick to that word. They stick to the goal, even when it's no longer convenient. That is inspiring. And that's what you get from a diverse background of ages, of fitness levels, of just different walks of people. You get just a huge pool of inspiration. You get to witness people literally smash goals regardless of their starting point. It's amazing. It's one of the best things ever. Just watching someone's fitness and health journey, whether it be strength, weight loss, overcoming challenges, overcoming adversity, seeing someone's confidence increase. I've had that when I first sat down with them. I'm kind of like, wow, they're a shell of a person, really, insecure and not very confident. And then within a few months of just regularly training, making better decisions about what they eat and how they live their life, and you just see this confidence and self-esteem grow as they become fitter and healthier. That bond and that kind of perfect pool and mix of people will inspire you to keep pushing towards your own goals and to make health and fitness part of your lifestyle regardless. It's amazing. So, to summarize this short and sharp podcast today, where it's about finding your tribe, finding your fitness family, and why it's important. And I hope I've convinced you that a fitness family is more than just a group of people that train together. That is the very little least that it is. The beauty of it is going to be that it can be a really special bond and lifeline, and a journey that can and will be overwhelming at times. In a world at the moment where we're super connected digitally, in a lot of walks of life, we've never been so kind of detached from one another. We lack connection and bond on numerous levels throughout our lives, and fitness and the medium of fitness and the environments that then are built around that can be really positive focal points for you to maximize your health, your fitness, and really get pushed on towards your goals and aspirations. To say that it has the ability to change your life is an understatement. You really want to get out there, find your tribe, find your fitness family, like I said, you'll get all these benefits that we've spoke about in today's podcast. And for me, it really is like a special source, a secret source that will help you achieve your health, fitness goals, and your life will be fuller and richer for it. Thanks for joining me on today's podcast, where we've chatted about kind of finding your fitness family and the importance of it, and why you need a fitness family in your life. As always, give me a like, a comment, and a share. Make sure you subscribe. Give me a follow. It would be much appreciated, because it helps me push out this content and keep me motivated, that I know people are out there are listening, and I'm helping with some of the information that I've got. As always, look out for the next episode of the Witness to Fitness podcast. And in the meantime, thank you for tuning in. Stay active, stay motivated,
Thanks
and
for
stay
joining
healthy.
us for today's
See you later,
episode
everyone.
of the Witness
Bye-bye.
to Fitness podcast.